My name is Dawn Warner, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Myasthenia Gravis Holistic Society. I started the MG Holistic Society because of my own journey. I was officially diagnosed with myasthenia gravis in 2003. And at the time I was diagnosed, I was accused of drug seeking. I was accused of faking. And there was even a psych consult that was called in because the doctor could not believe that I was having the symptoms I was having. So let me just tell you, the symptoms I was having included difficulty seeing. So my eyes were really droopy. So I would imagine the doctor probably thought I was high. But then I was also having trouble speaking, holding anything, and not to mention I could not walk. And I mean, I physically could not hold my weight and stand up, which is what brought me into the emergency room. This particular doctor decided that I was faking, and so he told me that I'm going to do a spinal tap on you, and if you're really faking, there's a chance you really won't be able to walk. So of course, since I couldn't walk, I said, go ahead and do it. The spinal tap came back normal, but he didn't know the people that I knew. He didn't know that I actually knew people who worked at that hospital, who had privileges at that hospital. So I decided to lean on them. And thanks to one of them, I ended up getting the necessary tests that led to my diagnosis of myasthenia gravis. And when my test results came back, that particular doctor said, I don't even know how you're alive. We had to run the test twice because we thought there was something wrong with the screening. This hospital has never had anyone with antibody levels as high as yours. And so of course my thing was, well, how does someone fake having these antibodies? You know, you can fake a lot of things, but you can't fake what's showing up on those lab results, and especially if the numbers are that high. And then what came next was a series of, I'm just going to say, mistreatments. They were trying to give me the wrong medication while I was in the hospital. They gave me medication via IV that was causing allergic reactions. And there really wasn't a whole lot of hope. It was so bad that they actually put me in the skilled nursing center. And I called it the granny ward because here I am, I was in my 30s and everyone else is in their 70s or 80s that's on this floor. And I basically felt like this is where they sent people to die because I often saw people who were crying out for help and never got any help. And I just kept thinking, this is not how you treat people. And it doesn't matter what color you are. This is just not how you treat people. When the doctor told me there's no cure for what you have, there was only one FDA-approved medication at the time. That got me thinking. It got me thinking that if there's only one medication, everything that this doctor and the subsequent doctors will do is really going to be experimental. And if they have license and agency to experiment, I'm going to do the same. And so that's exactly what I did. I decided to get real still. I decided I'm going to look at my life differently. I'm not going to be a victim of this dis-ease. And when I say dis-ease, it's DIS-EASE, because that's how I choose to think of it. I created a vision board because I wanted to focus on what I wanted to manifest in my life. I knew, like I knew, this person telling me, you're never going to walk again, you might as well apply for disability, did not know me. They just looked at a chart and assumed things. So I said no. Created that vision board, And I started looking at, well, what's triggering these symptoms? It's fine, you can tell me there's no cure. It's fine, you can tell me you don't think you know how I got it, but I know it started from a vaccination that I got. So I'm clear on that. So I went back to there. Okay, maybe I was allergic to the vaccination. What's in the vaccine that I could possibly be allergic to? So I had extensive allergy testing done. And lo and behold, turns out I'm allergic to polysorbate 80. Polysorbate 80 is in a lot of vaccinations. It's in a lot of supplements. It's in things like ice cream. It's everywhere. Things that people consume on a regular basis. I didn't know that I was allergic to it, and now I do. So now I work to avoid triggers. But then I also found out that I was allergic to bleach, household bleach. Every time I would clean, my nervous system would just go haywire. And I knew that that was a trigger. So what do? Do you keep cleaning with substances that are causing problems? No. You find natural things. In addition to that, I had to look at what I was eating. What am I allergic to? What's causing inflammation in my body? I need to cut those things out. And then what nutrients am I deficient in that I need to be consuming? Is it more omega-3s? Is it more B12? What do I need? And so I looked at all those things. And then I also looked around and thought, well, are there any organizations in the myasthenia gravis space that's teaching people how to do this? And I didn't find anyone. And I shared all this information with my doctor because at this point now, he's wanting to put me on a cancer drug. I do not have cancer. I never had cancer, but yet this treatment was a cancer drug. And this is how I know there's a divine entity flowing through us all. That treatment got delayed through no part of my own. The very same day I heard that that treatment was being delayed, I saw a documentary on CBD oil. And there was nobody who had MG, but there was someone with MS, ALS, and epilepsy. And their symptoms were similar to what I had. So I decided if it's helping them in some small way, it should help me. But I was wrong because it not only helped me, it gave me back my life. So I combined the CBD with the lifestyle changes, and now I'm proud to say, happy to say, and grateful to say, I've been in remission for, it will be 10 years in 2 months. So I'm very, very excited, but I don't take that for granted. And that's why it was important to start the Myasthenia Gravis Holistic Society, to teach other people how to get better. But in addition to that, you'll notice I'm wearing my black with Myasthenia Gravis shirt. We also had to start another branch so that people who definitely look like me can find community, can find a sense of belonging, be in an organization with a support group where you don't have to explain all the cultural things that we go through. It's that natural understanding. So, Jamie Nicole, I want to thank you for all that you're doing for this Rock the Block event. This is Dawn Warner. This is my truth. Thank you.